So I am making my water to consecrate my altar for Santa Muerte. Now, what I'm using here is I use a whole bottle of Florida water, a bottle of Siete Muchos. Now, again, if you don't have this, you can just use this. I was told by the brujo who owns one of the botanicas that this is just like Florida water. Like you can use, you know how you can substitute this for that? You can substitute Florida water for Siete Muchos Cologne. Okay, everybody has their own opinion, and I really like his opinion, so I'm good with that. But in this case, I had both. So I put both, and then I put some holy water. Tasia gave me some of her holy water. And then this is the moon water that I collected from this past blood moon. And then I went outside and I picked some herbs from my herb garden. This is fresh rosemary. It calls for fresh rosemary, fresh basil, fresh rue, patchouli, and oh, there's something else that I didn't have. No, that was it. I had everything else. Oh, basil. So I didn't have any fresh basil, so I sprinkled some dry basil in here. I'm sorry, not basil, bay leaves. So I have fresh basil, fresh rosemary. I have two different types of sage, and then I have some mint. All that's from my garden, and then I have some dried bay leaves in here. I don't have any patchouli, and that's okay. So I just substituted. And so what you're doing is you're gonna mix this by hand, and you're just gonna let it soak and infuse, and you're just gonna go and you're going to squeeze and twist to release the oils. Okay, and this smells so amazing. So after this is done, I'm going to strain this, and I'm going to use some of it to put into a spray bottle so I can use to do my weekly cleansing on my altar, where I wipe down all the statues and all the things that I have on there. And then once I fill up my spray bottle, I'm going to put it in a bottle, and I'm only going to use a little bit to clean the altar. You use all this to clean the altar, your walls, the ceiling, everywhere you're going to to prepare to invite her into your home. Even though she's in my home, I'm giving her a bigger altar, so I'm definitely going to clean it and do all the steps. And then I'm going to use some of this to do cleansings, because this smells amazing, guys. I'm going to definitely start making this for my cleansing water that I use, like in everything, bath, floors, walls, because this doesn't have like just pure essential oils. It's mixed with water, holy water, and these two, Florida water, and of course you don't want to drink it or sit in it for a long time, but if you put a few drops of this into your bath water, it's not going to break you out or anything. I've been putting my hands in this, and you guys know I'm damn near allergic to everything. So watch tomorrow. My hand is swollen. Yeah, no. So I'm just gonna let that soak a little bit, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. Hey everybody. Okay, so it is Murphy Gray Hunter. It is, what day is it? We are Monday. I was about to say Thursday. We are Monday, October 22nd. It's about 8:50. All right, so if you saw in the first part of the video, I was making the cleansing water that I was using to consecrate Santa Muerte's altar, and also that I use as a cleansing, sorry, this is all my incense that's burning, that I use as a, I only use that to clean her statues weekly and to clean the altar weekly. So after I made it and I strained it and I let it cool, it looks like this. Looks like muddy water, right? Or chocolate milk. But it smells amazing. Oh, it smells so good. This is one of those apple juice bottles. Oh, what is it? I can't remember the name of it. Oh, I cannot remember the name of the It's not on here either. Of the apple juice. You know, they come in small little ones too. But this big one's about $5. And I love that apple juice. And then I save the jars and clean them. And then I use them to put stuff. In this case, I use it to put all of her cleansing spray. So then I just fill up a spray bottle like this. And put this away. And as I use it, you know, as I use it, I just refill it. This spray right here, this cleanser that I made, I only use it for her. I don't use it on anything else. I don't use it for any of my other statues or to clean any of the other altars. I do something completely different for that. So this is just hers alone. So I've already cleansed all the other, I already cleansed them, I already baptized them, and they're on the altar. So let me show y'all what I do. This is my green one. I'm going to be putting this downstairs on my money altar. So I just take spray and I just spray her down. I do front, back, whatever. I just start with the front first. And you want to make sure that you are getting all of the water off, because again, these are just made from resin and they, you know, they damage very easily. And so you just want to get all in those little cracks and crevices and get all the dust out. You can even use a Q-tip and dip it, you know, in some of this stuff and cleanse the little corners and stuff. And that's all that I'm doing. So I'll go around and I'll wipe it down a few times and just clean. But I use this every week to clean the statues. And you know, even though you think they might not get dirty or whatever, but I burn incense for her every single day. And you know, incense is a lot of ash, and you never know. I mean, all the dust that you can collect, you know, and you never want your statues to go dusty. You never want her to be dirty. When you are a devotee to Santa Muerte, like I am, you look at her as you would one of your beloveds, your children, your fur babies, your mother, grandmother, sister, whatever you see her as. You know, you want to take care of her like you do anything else. And that means you want to make sure that you are cleaning it weekly. Or if, you know, you notice that it gets dirty and it's just barely Wednesday, go ahead and clean her. You want to make sure that you're checking her offerings, you know, every week, making sure you're keeping up with her offerings, making sure if you're leaving fresh fruit on there, that it is not all, you know, rotten. If you're having fresh flowers on there, you want to make sure her flowers are good to go. There's water in her flowers. There's water in her glass. Whatever it is that you leave for her, you have to check it. As it starts to wilt, you have to get rid of it. Everybody is completely different on how they take care of their statue. So however you choose to do it, then, you know, that's totally up to you. Sometimes when I come in the room and I'm just coming in here to greet her, because I greet her every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. I come up here, I'll say good morning, I'll turn off the lights because I keep certain lights on in here for her, because she does not like to be sitting in the dark. She likes light. So I keep a little light on. So I come in here and I turn the light off and I burn an incense for her and turn a candle on. And, you know, I'll sit there, I'll come sit in my chair, and my chair looks straight at the altar, and I'll just take a few moments and just talk, and, you know, just like I would anyone else, you know, and just tell her what's going on in my day, if I'm worried about something, if I'm needing something, if I'm wanting something. But things that you want, things that you need, that you ask her, you definitely have to, you know, being a devotee, you know, you always have, you just can't be the one getting. You got to give too. And the things that she asked for isn't anything compared to the things that, you know, we ask for. And so for me, you know, the things that I ask, not demand, ask, um, you know, are big, you know, like protection and guidance and lots of other things. So for my part, I need to make sure that I keep her altar clean. I need to make sure I keep her statues clean. I need to make sure that I'm doing my best to keep her offerings all good. If I see her apples are starting to wilt, I remove them, put more. If I can't get to the store, I definitely let her know. I'm not going to the store today. I will find her something else and give her that until I get her some more apples. Make sure her water is clean. And again, you can give her whatever it is that you choose. So, you know. Now, that what I was just using, it's two different incense sticks. One is camphor and one is white sage. And I just go around and put that around her. And I'm going to touch her up with a green marker because she has some chips. So you can find a green marker that's best to this color. And that's what I did with the other ones. I went through with a marker and I touched up any chips that were there. And now it's good as new. Again, you don't have to, but you want to treat her with love, and you want her to be beautiful. I know some people look at my statues and they don't see what I see. You know, and that's okay because she's not for everybody. She's not for everyone, and not everyone is capable of taking care of her or having her in her life, having her in your life, you know, or in their life. All right, so that looks good. So the last thing that I am going to be doing, the last thing I'm going to be doing is just making sure I got all the little pieces and the little cracks and making sure she's nice and clean. Then I'm going to take this holy water and I'm going to tip her over and I'm going to put holy water on her forehead and I'm going to baptize her. And then I'm going to talk to this statue and then I'm going to put her take her downstairs because she will be downstairs. But I'm going to be doing that in private. I just wanted to show y'all what it is that I use. What I use to make her special brew and how I use it to clean. And like I said, this is what I use for her altar. I've done some rearranging here. Let me show y'all. I got a mess in here. Whoa, almost dropped something. Okay, hold on. Almost dropped my Buddha. So I have her altar over there. Let me turn it around. So here is her altar. Now remember, I don't know if you remember, but right there I had all my Native American stuff. So I have some stuff here, some stuff over there. I'm going to do a whole separate altar for my Native American guys. So a lot of this is going to go into two different spaces. Over here, so all right here is all of her candles. I don't know if you can see that. I have all of her candles right there. Her tarot cards, and I'm going to go put all of her books and stuff that I have of her. They're all going to go in there. Over here on this side, I have all of her offerings. I have her apples, I have her alcohol, her cigars, her oils, her rosary, and her glass of water. And so any offering that I find that I want to give her and gift her, I'm going to put it there. And I also have the bowl of money in there. And so I'm going to put a few more. See, now on the main altar, this is where I'm going to put a lot of her offerings. And again, all of her things that I buy of her books, cards, anything that represents her, it's going to go here. And then there's two more spaces down there. I do keep fresh flowers on her altar. I always make sure that I change her flowers out every, I don't know, it depends on how, sometimes she will go through her flowers within a week. And you'll know because you'll come up here, ouch, you'll come up here and the flowers will be dying. Okay, so I get her different flowers, and they're always white flowers, but this time I saw these pretty little pale pink ones, and so I purchased those, and along with white ones. She is my main one, so she sits up higher. I always keep this lamp on for her, always. And I keep these lights on and those lights on for her at night. Then I come and I always turn the candles off before I go to bed, because I explained to her, you know, I'm terrified of fire, so we cannot have candles on when I'm not in here. So I turn them off. So now that it's all clean, I have my blue one, my yellow one, my black one, and my purple one. And then over here, I put my rainbow and my white one. This is my working altar that I use to do my whatever. And anything that I do it on there. Now, my working altar is pretty plain because I don't need all this stuff on there. I need a place to do my work. So, this is one of those things that you dry cookies on, you cool cookies on, and I have a cast iron pan that goes on the bottom there, and that's where I put my candles and stuff on, because I do not play around when it comes to fire. So now that I have space in there, I am going to fill the space up with certain little things for her. I do have a little bottle under here, which I think I'm going to put, oh jeez, this is her holy water, so I'm going to put that there. Down there are all her offerings, like I said, and all her other things. But for right now, that's what I'm going to do. And I always light candles for her and incense, and I keep crystals there for her. I'm really happy with the way it looks right now. Eventually, I will, you know, put more things. But for right now, I'm super happy with the way that came out. I like having the white one and the rainbow over there because that really helps me when I'm doing spells. So over here, I put the fairy area over there. The fairy area used to be there, but I decided to put it here instead. And then, of course, my Ouija board stuff. Some of my books of shadows, my candles. All those are fairy books. All these are like miscellaneous stuff. I gotta mess her because I'm cleaning stuff and moving things around. But it's what I needed to do to, you know, I wasn't going to do this because I was really, really tired. I was like, oh, I want to go to bed. I didn't get much sleep. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to plug this up. But no, when I came in here, she definitely let me know that, hey, I need some stuff done in here. And I'm like, oh, because I was supposed to do it Sunday and I didn't do it. So then I said, I'll do it today. But I didn't because I've been busy. So even if I don't get all this cleaned up, at least her space is clean. So I'm not happy with that pink quilt thing down. So I'm going to go get her another piece of fabric for both sides. So all of her things can be on a piece of fabric. Little things like that don't matter, but you should never, ever, ever put a statue directly on a table. You should always have a cloth. That's just in my opinion. You can do whatever you want, but that's just for me. But all those are her offerings. So I think since I have room, I'm going to be able to increase her offerings. Sometimes I find things I really want to give her, but I just don't because I know I don't have the space. And remember, guys, whatever you give your higher power, your gods, your goddesses, your deities, your patrons, you know, your saints, whatever you give them belongs to them. You can't put a $5 bill on there and be like, oh, shoot, I really need that. Nope, it's not yours no more. So just so you know. All right, so I'm going to finish doing what I'm doing here and go downstairs and take me a bath and lay it down. I still need to finish her, and I need to do my money candle. I need to go down and get that going. All right, guys, as always, love you all and blessed be. Bye.